Good morning, class and Dr. Carter. Today we'll be discussing my final STEM project, or my timeline. At the very top, as you can see, is the timeline. I have it broken down by the different eras of ancient history, scientific revolution, industrial revolution, the rise of the university, and the information and space ages. At the very top, you can see it broken down. I've also added some pictures so you could see exactly what I am talking about or what invention or discovery it is. And if you just keep scrolling all the way to the pacemaker. The first one that we have here is ancient history. I selected 5 different events. First one is the invention of the irrigation, invention of the paper, invention of the compass, invention of woodblock printing, and last, the invention of concrete. From there, we'll move on to the scientific revolution, where the invention of the microscope, invention of the thermometer, the Dewey Decimal System, discovery of microscopic life, and last, the invention of calculus. After that, we'll move forward to the Industrial Revolution. The inventions and discoveries that I chose for that era are the spinning jenny, the steam locomotive, the typewriter, the first computer program, and the invention of the sewing machine. Moving forward, we'll go to the rise of the university, where I selected the invention of the gyroscope, the safety elevator, the telephone, the phonograph, and last, the invention of the carbon light bulb filament. And the last era we will go over is the information and space ages, where I selected the invention of the radar, sonar, discovery of penicillin, the invention of the 3-light traffic signal, and last, the invention of the cardiac pacemaker. We were asked to select minimum of 1 invention or discovery from each era, and we will move forward to that. So next, again, we are discussing the 5 inventions or discoveries from 1 per era. The first one that I will talk about in ancient history is the invention of paper. Paper was invented in 3000 BC. The Egyptians discovered a method of producing paper from papyrus plant pith, which was very common along the Nile River. Long strips were bounded into sturdy, thin sheets by being woven together and weighted down. Additionally, the Egyptians developed writing implements made of cut reeds that could write on papyrus, and blended beeswax and vegetable gum with soot or other organic materials to create ink. As we all know, paper is very important because we use it in everyday life. I'm sure that nobody in this class goes a day without either writing on paper or dealing with some type of paper product. Next, we will move to the scientific revolution. In 1965, Sir Isaac Newton discovered calculus. As we all know, calculus is very crucial as we use it in most everyday life. Today we take this for granted, but Newton's accomplishments at age 24 are quite amazing. Physics, chemistry, biology, economics, and pure mathematics are all areas of engineering and more all make use of calculus. Calculus is used in many forms when it goes as far as building making, or we use it in all different types of sciences to figure out different problems, and so on. Next, we will move on to the Industrial Revolution. In 1843, the first computer program was created when Ida Lovelace and Charles Babbage collaborated on the engine, a crude mechanical computer. They created the first programming language in 1843. Lovelace was able to recognize the significance of numbers and that they may signify more than just items, numerical quantities. The analytical engine, the first computer software, Lovelace created an algorithm to calculate Bernoulli's numbers. As we know, everyday life, we now use computers for everything. There are massive computers that take up rooms, and we have computers even on our wrist. In this day and age, we practically cannot live without any computers, and computers are ran by computer programs. Next, we will move on to the rise of the university. In 1981, Lewis Latimer created the carbon light bulb filament. In 1981, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but Lewis Latimer, an African-American inventor, came up with the idea for longer lasting light bulbs with a carbon filament. The addition of the carbon filament increased the lifespan of light bulbs, which had previously died after just a few days. This pretty much goes without saying, but we use light bulbs for everything. For lack of better words, they light up our world. Last, we will move to the information and space age. In 1923, Garrett Morgan created the 3-light traffic signal. The enhanced traffic signal was Garrett Morgan's most significant creation. One of the original 3-light system was developed in the 1920s was Morgan's, which led to a widespread use of the traffic light we take for granted today. Morgan purchased an automobile as a result of the commercial success of his earlier inventions, and while driving, he saw a serious accident near Cleveland, Ohio. In response, he made the decision to upgrade the present traffic light by including the yield element that alerted approaching motorists to an impending stop. As we know today, 3-light traffic signals are still in use and have prevented thousands of accidents. This concludes my video presentation. Thank you very much.